Hey to all my Rissies. Okay guys, so today is going to be a simple video. I'm going to be answering some questions that was asked on my Facebook. I didn't put it on my Instagram because I honestly forgot to put it on my Instagram, but I'm sure the questions would have been pretty much the same on Instagram or on Facebook. So yeah, but we're gonna get to these questions. But before that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, stay in tune with me, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Just stay connected with me. But we're gonna get into the first question. I think I'm gonna start off with the influencer question since everybody always asks me influencer type questions. How long have you been an influencer? So I would say 3 years, although I did start YouTube about 5 years ago, when my daughter was like about 3 months. My oldest daughter, she's 5. She was about 3 or 4 months when we first did our first YouTube channel, our family YouTube channel. But I don't feel like I took it serious until 3 years ago, and I actually start working with brands, getting paid to work with brands, all that type of stuff, and actually consistently posting and actually considering myself an influencer. So I would say 3 years. And then, okay, what's the hardest part about being an influencer? So I feel like it's pretty much just keeping up with the trends, keeping up with what's going on, consistently posting. Y'all, I'm sorry, I'm steady like scratching my, like rubbing my eyes, rubbing my nose, all of that. My allergies are really acting up currently, so my throat is itching, my nose is itching, my freaking eyes are itching. Like, it's bad today, but we'll get through it. But anyways, the hardest part, like I said, is keeping up with trends. Just being consistent when making content is hard. Like, it is hard. It could get overwhelming sometimes to consistently post and feel like you have to post. When I start feeling like that, I just don't really post like that. Like, once I start feeling like I have to do this, it just like I take a break and be like, okay, analyze why I actually like content creating and being an influencer. Because once it starts becoming so like you gotta post a video, you gotta do this, you gotta do it, it just kind of runs me away. So to avoid that, I kind of step back sometimes, and then I remember why I like doing it in the first place, and then it doesn't feel so much like a job. It just feels like something fun to do. So it's really staying up with the trends. Although you want to be yourself when you're doing content and stuff, but you still want to stay up to date with what's trending. So bringing your own like vibe to what is trending at the moment. And then it's so many more influencers now. It's just so much, like with these niches and just all types of stuff. So just keeping up can be the hardest part, to be honest. But if you really want to do it, you're going to do it. They said, what advice would you give to people who want to become influencers, content creators? I would say, I kind of made a video on this, so check out not my last video, but the video before that. It's really all the advice for becoming a content creator now. And it's just really being true to yourself, really doing your research, figuring out what you actually want to do, being consistent. It's all the like cliche type sayings, but that's the truth. Being consistent, being yourself, like all of that, although it sounds cliche, that's the truth. And I would say really find what you like and what you want to do and what you probably do on a daily basis, so it's not so hard to make content creation incorporate it into your lifestyle. It's going to be easy to incorporate it into your lifestyle if it's something that you already do or enjoy doing on a daily basis. So that's my advice. Stay to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Be consistent. Find what you like. Do your research. Do all of that. That's the best advice I could give. I will start with the questions as far as my group and my events. So what gave you the idea to start the Link Up? So the Link Up is my group. I started it May of last year, and it's pretty much a group where we hang out, kick it, go to events, go to concerts, whatever we want to go on trips, help each other with business. Like, it's just full of everything. So yeah, I started it because, well, she said, how did I start it? Just making a page on Facebook. You could literally go make a Facebook group and create. But the reason why I think my group is unique is because we actually hang out, we actually meet up, we actually host events, we actually go on trips. We have 75 women going to Cancun in October. So we're actually out here like making a difference, making changes. We have done volunteer work. So me creating a platform was easy because you could just go on there and make a Facebook group. But I think it's what my personality and my values and things of that nature is what made the group what it is, and it's positive. People feel comfortable. People are meeting people all over the world, things of that nature. So yeah, that's how I made the group. And then as far as the events, we do have a tea party coming up April 24th, 2022. So less than a month, which I need to buckle down on the things I need to do. But we do have that coming up. That's going to be like an upscale networking event. We're going to be dressed up in tea party attire. We're going to be passing out our business cards. There's going to be guest speakers, food, unlimited drinks. There's gonna be photo booths, just all types of stuff. It's gonna be just so major, and it's at one of the best venues in Atlanta, one of the top venues in Atlanta. So you know it's gonna be a vibe. So there's tickets still available. I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words today, but there's tickets still available, and that link is gonna be below in this description. Okay. We need to and this is another thing. This is some more advice. I don't edit too much of my video where I'm stumbling over my words and stuff, because I like people to see the real me and see that obviously I stumble over words, I stutter, I say too much, but yet I'm still posting. Like, it might annoy some people watching my video, but this is me, and as I make more videos talking, I probably will not be saying as much. I probably, will be able to say sentences without stumbling over my words. But this is somewhat practice for me too, because although I have been doing this for a while, most of my videos were like prank videos, challenge videos, other things. So now I'm really getting into speaking videos, and I do want to become a better speaker. So this is kind of helping me too. So if y'all like, why she didn't edit that out, all that type of stuff. If you watch most of my videos, I really don't edit out me messing up too much. So, hey, I like to be myself. The next question, which is a good question, is how do you manage being a mom and having multiple businesses? So, to be honest, I work while they're asleep. I work while they're just sitting there watching TV. I do give them their time. I try to give them their time in the morning up until like maybe 1 p.m. or so. And then by 1 p.m. I'm doing what I have to do. Like, probably like, I tell them to like sit and chill and watch TV for like at least an hour or two. It always doesn't work. Sometimes they're bothering me. Some days I can't get anything done. It's just real. When you're a parent, you just never know how the day is gonna go. So I try to wake up before them most of the time. So they wake up like maybe 9 o'clock. I probably try to get up at like 6 o'clock most days. Most of the time that's just me meditating and stuff like that, because I have to prepare for the day. But if I'm done meditating and stuff and they're still not up, I will go ahead and do some work, get some work out the way. So really, while they're asleep, do what you have to do. If you have help, allow people to help you and allow them to go somewhere. Like, my kids are with my mom right now. Allow them to get gone for a little second so you can do what you have to do. You just gotta find that time, but you do have to make sure you give the kids time too. So I do suggest taking a few hours, however many hours is right for you and your family, to pay attention to them. I don't mean be on your phone and talk to them. I mean actually pay attention to them, play a game with them, watch an episode of a show with them, like actually pay attention to them for a little while. So that's my suggestion, is do the work while they're asleep, do the work while they're gone, do do the work while they're not paying attention. You gotta work with it. If you're trying to be a boss mom, you just gotta do what you gotta do. That's it. How did you get started as an entrepreneur, and was it hard for you to get connected to the right people who were trustworthy people to help you through the process? Okay, so to be honest, I do everything myself. I started off doing everything myself. Yes, I have a support system, but when it comes to my actual business, I did everything myself. I made my website. I still do that till this day. I make my websites. I fix my websites. I add products to my websites. I create my own ebooks. I create books for Amazon. Everything that I pretty much sell or do is on my own. I'm not saying that's right for everybody. How I did it on my own is pretty much just researching, coming on YouTube, using Google, like just really researching. So I was able to do those things by myself because I took the time, because I didn't have the money to get people to help me. So research. The people, I feel like, come along as the journey goes. I mean, obviously you probably have your close-knit support system, but they might not be educated in what you're trying to do. So I feel like as you get into that field, as you do your research, as you go to networking events, as you look at for seminars that's in whatever you're trying to do, you're going to meet the people along the way, and you're not going to have to question if they're trustworthy or loyal or anything like that. Like, you're going to know. I'm just starting to add people to my little mix of things because I like doing things myself and I like them a certain way. But now I'm starting to add people because the bigger I'm getting, the more money I'm making, the more hectic it's becoming to, like, organize everything and keep everything on track and in the right order. So I need help now. But I wasn't in a rush to find people. You can't focus on everybody else. If it's something that you really want, do it on your own, and those people will come. And like I said, you won't have to question if they're trustworthy or loyal. But you still never put your all into anybody because you don't want to be left high and dry. So still, I won't say have your guards up with people. Have them down enough to accept people to help you, but be smart enough to not put your life in somebody else's hands completely, okay? So that's the suggestion. Do your research. People gonna come. Don't worry about the people. If you really want it, you will go out there and search for that information. Now, if you have money, go ahead and just invest in somebody that knows what they're talking about. But if you don't have the money, research yourself. Okay, speaking on businesses, I do have an Airbnb. So a lot of people ask me about the Airbnbs and how I got into Airbnb. Pretty much, I did my research, like I just mentioned. I did my research. I looked, and figured everything out on my own. So I'm still learning as I go, and I do think I want to make a video about like the bad part of having an Airbnb, because I don't feel like people talk about it enough, and people are just getting these Airbnbs and they just want to get it because it seems like it's a trend right now. And all the Airbnb owners are like, oh, I'm booked, I'm this, I'm that. Which I make posts like that too because my Airbnb is getting booked out. But at the same time, there is a lot of cons, I feel like, that comes with having an Airbnb that a lot of people don't mention. So I will do a separate video for that if you guys would like. And I will talk a bit more about the Airbnbs. I will not give advice on getting an Airbnb because I just don't feel like I'm in that place because it's my first one. And I did things the right way, but I just don't feel like it's nothing to like advise about, if that makes sense. Like, it's just not where I want to give advice about it yet. But maybe eventually I will. But I will give y'all some tips and stuff like that. A few tips. But people been asking me for mentorship and all the stuff to do Airbnb. And it's just like, no. I'm not there yet to be mentoring anybody on doing anything. I want to make a certain amount of money before I even start giving advice. If that makes sense. So comment down below if you want me to make a separate video for the Airbnb. Okay, so that was pretty much all the main questions that I enjoyed. I don't want to make this video too long, so we're gonna cut it here. If you all have any more questions that came up in mind while watching this video, or you didn't get a chance to ask me a question because you're not on my Facebook or you didn't see the post, please comment down below. I'll probably do a Q&A part 2, or I will just answer them in the comments. So like I said, before we go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell. Leave me some ideas, some concerns, some questions, whatever you want to do. Make sure you join my group. Make sure you follow me on other social medias. All those links will be in the description below. And yeah, I love you guys so much for checking this video out. I just love you guys in general. I just love you, love you, love you. Like, y'all don't understand how much I love people that support me. I honestly appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys soon.